next question that says evaluate log 100, then 0.0001. Now, whenever you are given a question like this, it's very, very what? Easy. The base is what? 100. Then you have 0.001. Now, what you do is change everything to the simplest way possible. Now, the first thing you need to know is the law of logarithm that says that log 10 to base 10 is equal to 1. Log 10 to base 10 is equal to what? 1. Now, there's another law of logarithm that says log a to base n is equal to 1 over n log a. There's another law of logarithm that says log what? A to base, or a raised to the power of n, not a to base n. A raised to the power of n is equal to 1 divided by n, that is to say n crosses to this side and you find the reciprocal of it, then log a. Then there's another one that says log an, a raised to the power of n. If it is upward, this one crosses to this side to give us n log a. So we are going to apply this in this word compound, or in this question given to us. Now log 100 can also be written as log 10 square, because 10 square is what? 100. 10 square is what? 100. Now this 0.001, we can change it to the index form. Changing it to the index form, according to what I told you, that while you are changing to index, you can't backward or you can't forward until you meet the first significant figure. Until you meet the first word, significant figure. So counting, this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. The first significant figure is here. So considering this, we move this one backward until we get to the first significant figure, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this gives us 1 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4. Of course, we know that 1 times anything is still that thing. So this gives us log 10 square, then 10 raised to the power of minus 4. Now, we are going to use these laws that are enshrined here or codified here to what? Provide solution to this question. Now, taking cognizance of this, we say log a raised to the power of n is n log a. So if you have log 10 raised to the power of minus 4, it means we should take minus 4 to the back. Are we getting it? So this gives us minus 4 log 10. Now, in the same vein, if you have log to base 10 square, now according to the law here, when this one is to the base, then we have a raised to the power of n. N will come here, but it will be the reciprocal, which is 1 over. So here becomes times, or we can say this is minus, let's say this is minus 4 times, this one coming here becomes 1 over 2. Everything in log 10. Some of you are confused. Let me rewrite it again. For this first one, it's minus 4 log 10. Now for this one coming this way, is actually 1 over 2. So we multiply this with this, and this gives us 1 times minus 4 is minus 4 divided by 2 log, of course this one 10 still remains, log 10, 10. So what we are going to do now, the law says that log to base 10 of 10 is what? 1. So this cancels out and this gives us 1. So our final answer is minus 4 over 2 is equal to 1. Minus 4 over 2 divided by 1, minus 4 over 2 times 1 rather. Minus 4 over 2 is equal to minus 2. Times 1 is minus 2. So your final answer is minus 2. And that is option E of the Neco 2019 number 7. We have the next question which says simplify this. This is indices. Now, in indices, what you do is to put all the values given to you in the index form that will easily cancel out. Now, while you are writing the index form of this, the index form must correspond to what is at the denominator here so that they can cancel out. So if you are writing the index form of 27, we must make sure that what we are raising to the power must be what? 3. So this becomes 27. Now the index form of 27 is 3 raised to the power of 3 to give us 27. We discover we had 3 here. Divided by index form of 64 is 4 raised to the power of 3. You discover that all of them have 3 because we have 3 at the denominator here. So the first thing you need to do is to pay cognizance to what is at the denominator raised to the what? Power. So this bracket, we have minus 2 over 3 times. Now, the index form that you must do for this particular one is in such a way that it will cancel the square root. That it will cancel the square root, and that will be square. Now, this becomes the square root of, what we use square that will give us 36 is 6. So we have 6 square. What we use square that will give us 100 is 10. So we have 10 square. Now, let's simplify. Now, the law of logarithm, there's a law of logarithm that says when you have a n over an times b, this is the same thing as a n times b all over a m times b. You use the b to open through the bracket. Same thing is applicable here. You use this one to open through the bracket. So this gives us 3 times minus 2 over 3 divided by 4 raised to the power of 3 times minus 2 over 3 times, this is square root. It's still the same thing as when you have square, you can still write it as square root of 6 over 10, everything bracket was square, because square is what? On top and bottom. Now, starting with here, this square can cancel this square root out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. So at the end of the day, you have this raised to the power of minus 2. So 3 raised to the power of minus 2 divided by 4 raised to the power of minus 2, because this one is gone, times, then we have 6 over 10 because this one is gone, the square root is gone. So at the end of the day, we have 3 raised to the power of minus 2 all over 4 raised to the power of minus 2. Now what can we do here? According to what I told you, that whenever you have a raised to the power of minus n, you see the same thing as 1 over a raised to the power of n. Let's apply this here now. In this case, our a is 3 and our n is what? Minus 2. So this becomes 1 all over 3 square divided by 1 again over 4 square times, then we have 6 over 10. Now going further with this, we are going to have 1 divided by 3 square is 9, divided by 1 divided by 4 square is 16, then times 6 over 10. Now at this point, whenever you have 1 over 9 divided by 1 over 16, it's very easy to do. You see, saying now 1 over 9 divided by 1 over 16 times 6 over 10. That is the meaning of what we have here. 1 over 9 divided by 1 over 16 times 16 over 1 over 9 divided, which is this division, 1 over 16. Now, according to what I told you, this becomes 1 over 9 times, since you are multiplying, the 16 will come up, while the 1 will what? Come down. So you have 16 over 1 times 6 over 10. Now from here, we can multiply. We can divide first. 3 going to here, 2. 3 going to here, 3. 2 going to here, 8. 2 going to here, 5. So we are left with 8 times 2, which is this 8 times 2, divided by 3 times 5, which is 15. So our correct answer is 8 times 2 is 16, divided by 15. And that is option D of the Neco 219 number 8 Now we have the next question that says a man invested a sum of money at 5% per annum simple interest. After 4 years, the principal amounts to 9,000 naira. Find the sum invested. After 4 years, the principal amounts to 9,000 naira. Find the amount was invested. Now the formula for simple interest. Before we continue, please make sure you take patience to solve this question because it's very difficult. Very difficult. It seems difficult, not very difficult. There is no difficult question. Potopoto will solve it and get the correct answer. Now, the question says, a man invested a sum of money at 5% per annum simple interest. After 4 years, the principal amounts to 9,000 naira. Find the sum invested. Now, the formula for simple interest is I is equal to P ROT over 100. Now the principal was not given to you, but the total amount after all the interest have been added was given to you as 9,000. So we need to find the principal and the interest. Now let's say the principal, let's leave it as P. So our interest will be equal to principal times what is the rate? The rate is 5% per annum. So we have times 5. How many years? 4 years. So we have times 4 over 100. So when we calculate this, our interest will be equal to 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times P is 20P all over 100. We can cross multiply here. You have 100 times I is equal to 20P. 100 times I is equal to 20P. So this we can divide both sides by 20, and 5I is equal to P. So 5 times the interest is equal to the principal. Now we should also know that from the question they said the amount or the money amounts to 9,000. Now the amount is equal to the principal plus the what? Interest. The amount is equal to the principal plus interest. So we can say P plus I is equal to the amount. So we say P plus I is equal to amount. What is the amount given? 9,000 is equal to P plus I. Now let's say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. From equation 1 we got that our P is equal to 5I. So in place of P in this equation 2, we can put 5I, isn't it? So substitute for P is equal to 5I into equation 2. So wherever you see P, put 5I in equation 2. This gives us 5I plus I is equal to 9,000. So 5I plus I is 6I is equals to 9,000 naira. So that at the end of the day, divide both sides by 6. Your I will be equal to 1,500 naira. So your interest is equal to 1,500 naira. Now the 1,500 naira now, you now subtract it from the 9,000 because to get the principal now, because we say principal plus I is equal to the amount. So from this equation, principal plus I is equal to the amount of 9,000 naira. Your principal plus your interest now is 1,500 is equal to 9,000 naira. So principal will be equal to 9,000 minus 1,500. Your principal is equal to 7,500 naira. So P is equal to 7,500 naira. So this is your final answer, or this is your principal. That is to say that you started with 7,500 naira, and after 4 years, the amount or the money summed up to 9,000 naira after the interest of 1,500 naira was added. So please subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you. We have the next question which says that if P has the elements of A, B, C, and Q, this is Q, has the elements of A, B, C, D, E, and R has the elements of A, B, C, P, Q, R. Find P union Q intersection P union R. Now this is a set question. What is a set? We said a set is a collection of identical substances or identical objects. Now they must be well defined object. For example, you can say a set of boys. That means you are talking about a collection of what? Boys. Let's say a set of cutlery. Are we getting it? So a set is a collection of identified or well-defined objects. So in this case, P union Q means all the elements in Q, P, and all the elements in Q written out without repetition or without repetition. All the elements of P and all the elements of Q without what? Repetition. That's the meaning of P union Q. So P union Q will be equal to, now what are the elements in P? We have A, we have B, we have C. Now let's look at Q. We also have A, B, C. But here you have D and what? E. Have D and E. So P union Q are all the elements in P and Q without repetition. Whether the element is present here or is not present here, that does not matter. So long it's present in one of them, you write them out. So that is P union Q. Now, P union R is still the same thing. All the elements in P and what? R. In P you have A, B, C. Then in R you also have A, B, C. But in R you now have P, Q, and what? R. So you have P, Q, and R. Have we gotten this? What's the next step? Said find this intersection, this. So intersect means what is common to both. So the intercept we are looking for is what is common to P union Q and P union R. What is common to both? What is common to them is you have A here, you have A here. So A is common to them. You write A up. You have B here, you have B here. B is common to them. So you write B up. You have C here, you have C here. C is common to both. So you write C up. Now look at D. Is D here? No. If you look at E, is E here? No. Arrow is arrow here? No. So the intercept is A, B, C. That is what is common to the two sets, or that is what is common to P union Q and P union R. So that is the correct answer to that question, and that is option D. Number 11 is option D. That is the correct answer to your Neco 219 part questions.